Hello everyone, thanks for finding my channel, Arcadia Collective. I try to read the energies that are prominent in the collective and tell the stories that the cards want to tell. Not all messages will resonate for every person, so if one sounds like it's for you, but then like the next message doesn't, leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. I intend for my readings to be timeless, so whenever you find them is when you're meant to. So we're going to do the 1111 portal reading today. I hope everyone's well. Um, let's see. 1111, so in numerology, 11 is a master number associated with the divine. In mathematics, it's the first number with repeating digits and the fifth of the prime numbers. As an angel number, it's linked to karma and is all about learning to trust our intuition. It's time to find and follow your true calling in life. Its energy will help us let go of negative connections, acknowledging and heeding our intuition, and taking time out of our busyness to connect with divine guidance. And most importantly, to reflect on the path we are on versus the path our intuition tells us we should be on. 1111 portal gives us a double power boost, a matching energy. The divine invests in us what we invest in it. Or more correctly, the divine invests in us what we invest in ourselves, according to the nobility of our path, like according to how close to our divine purpose we're walking. For example, say you choose a path and you're putting all the appropriate effort and attention and diligence into this situation. You may invest years, decades, a lifetime to this cause, but there was never any real success, no happiness, no growth, no improvement. It's a battle, and at the end, it grew nothing. That's because it wasn't your divine path. It was your chosen path. Free will is a bitch. An 1111 portal opens an energetic window through which we can assess our position and an opportunity to switch gears. So, 2 readings ago, the cards were advising you have everything you need to take the first step. When you get there, you will be able to receive the tools you need for the next step. But you have to let go of some things in order to make that step. And the 1111 portal is a blessed vibration because it is giving us an energetic green light to switch lanes and begin on our divine path. Think of exits on a freeway. So we're free to take whichever exit we want, but only one is the path directly home. The others will get us there eventually, but we may get lost or injured or stuck somewhere. We may be so far off path that all we can do is survive on the exit that we took. And we make decisions to make the best of where we are. All the while, in the deeper parts of our souls is always the desire to quote, if I could go back to where I made that wrong turn, I would correct my direction. But you can't just magically teleport back onto the freeway. No, you have to follow side streets and main roads, and there might be dead ends or construction delays and detours. But the main goal is to get to the highway. And there will also be plenty of people along the way that will want to impede your direction. Some can't follow, so they try to make you stay. Some are angry that you would even think that you deserve better than what they chose. Some are just dumb and their consequences will affect us. This moment opens a window for us to make the realization that, hey, I'm in the wrong place. And wow, have I been here too long. And it's a time frame to make that first turn back towards the freeway, towards our divine path again. So let's look at the astrology for today briefly. And that will inform us what kind of reading that we'll be getting into. Okay. So there's an opposition here between Mars at 21 degrees Scorpio and Mars at 21 degrees Scorpio and the Sun at 19 degrees Scorpio in opposition to Uranus at 21 degrees Taurus. So this, because it involves Uranus, one of the outer planets, the generational planets, it's in stable, down-to-earth Taurus. This is an energy of like a whole swath of people wanting intense change in your life. Taurus rules everyday life, okay? Job, comforts of home, and the reliable funding and provision of that home. That's playing a big part in times right now because everything is really hard. Uranus is the slow revolutionary. He is upheaval, rebellion, revolt, great shifting. He rules Aquarius. Excuse me. He rules change for the sake of change. Taurus is nervous. It doesn't take change in the environment well all the time. Overthrowing fixed energy, Taurus is fixed energy. Overthrowing fixed energy is difficult to say the least. You ever try to rearrange a Taurus's things by a new system? The first thing they'll wonder is how you walked in with all that audacity. That's when you should duck because then hands are not far behind. Don't get me wrong, Taurus sees that things are bad and it knows change is needed. It knows what change is needed, but it's fixed energy. And it says, wait, not right now. Not right now. Things are bad and I'm holding on to what little is keeping us stable. But Uranus will be in Taurus until May of 2026. So another year and a half-ish. And when it enters volatile Aries, where the energy says, fine, I'll do it myself. Excuse me. At that point, change may no longer be a choice once it gets into Aries. Taurus energy is giving us the chance to prepare. So what is this pulling against? Well, it's pulling against the Sun and Mars in Scorpio. Another transformative energy. The Sun is energy and enlightenment, clarity. Mars is passion, ambition, fire, and vehemence in the sign of death. So 2 readings back, the card said, let the past die. And this is that energy. Let it die. Joyfully, confidently, eagerly, let it all die. So it can be reborn better, stronger. We can do it. We have the technology. To quote the $6 Million Man. We also have the moon for the moment, North Node, and lovely Venus at home in Libra. Venus also rules Taurus, where Uranus is currently flipping tables. This powerful configuration is loudly advising us to be kind to ourselves and to others. Take care of ourselves, clean up our beauty regimens, update our clothes. But also because it's in Scorpio, this is transformation of our relationships. Inner growth and healing by being in the 8th house ruled by Scorpio. There's house cleaning to do here. That's what this gives me. Inner and outer. And a discarding of the things that are expired, rotting, taking up too much room, or that never proved to have value comparable to its cost. This combination of energy advises to be kind to ourselves and others while we transform our relationships with each other. But be adamant and defensive of your changes, because with or without our blessing, or the blessing of anyone else involved, the changes are inevitable. So then we'll turn to the tarot for clarity and advice. We're going to start with the DIY deck like we did before. I was really liking how these are laying out. Everything's pre-shuffled. I am just going to wake them up. Now, one thing I was noticing during the pre-shuffle with my cards is that it's very contentious. I don't know, things are feeling sticky. And not in a fun way either. Just, like, stubborn almost. So that kind of makes sense then with everything in Taurus, right? Or with Uranus and Taurus, that makes sense. So what this deck is it's just random questions. We're going to get the lay of the land here. We're going to get the feeling of what's going on with the portal and the astrology. And so we're going to lay it out in 5. Oh, that one laid itself. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one wants to go in the middle. Okay, so like I said, the DIY deck is random questions. So like if somebody would come to me and say, I kind of really don't know what to ask, just maybe a general layout, this is all different questions that we can build on. So first we have the 6th house. I analyze. Okay, that's Virgo energy. We have deeper factors. All right. We have 7th house. I balance. That's Libra. We have what you should reconsider. Helpful energies. And in the middle we have incoming good news. Nice. Nice, nice. Alright, we're going to start with the fairies. The fairies are 4D energy. Last time I said we are in the 3D. No, how did I say it? I said it wrong last time. It was funny. In the 3rd D or something like that. The fairies are in the 4D energy, which is, below the divine but above us. So we're going to see what kind of energy is running in the 4D. Sometimes the fairies can be unruly, but they also have good insight into the energy that's above us. So let's see. Fairies, hello. Please clarify and elaborate what we need to analyze at this time. Clarify and elaborate. 6th house, what are we needing to analyze? We've got honesty. Boy, isn't that a kick in the booty? We gotta analyze our honesty with ourselves and other people. The honesty always gives me an urgent feeling. I urgently need to be honest. So either we or someone is coming forward needing to be honest. Now remember, I'm not going to try to push this towards a love reading. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that 1111 is the twin flame number. Some people might be on that journey. I don't recommend being too excited about it, but it does happen. And so I will address it when it comes, even though I'm still a bitter old lady. So something, either you or someone in the collective personally is looking at what they need to be honest about, either with another person or with themselves. And we'll probably clarify that point when we get there. Fairies, what are the deeper factors here? What's going on with this? Please clarify and elaborate the deeper factors with this 1111 portal. Please clarify and elaborate the deeper factors in the 1111 portal for the collective. Here the fiery sword. So Ace of Swords comes out again, just like last reading. That is clarity to deeper factors. I feel like this is, if you don't listen, if you're not honest with yourself, like, it's gonna come out. Like it's gotta bring itself out. So if you don't do it, it's coming anyway. That's how I feel about that. Like whether we want it or not, we need to face the truth about something. It says clear and focused will, action. It also says breaking old bonds. What did I say about the portal? We gotta let some things go. Strength to do that and willpower. Ask for assistance. So the assistance, I think, is how I was saying that the portal energy is giving us an opportunity to head back towards the exit that we need. That's some heavy truth because deeper factors to me is like coming closer from source or from within ourselves, which is the same thing, you know. Um, oh, so the light that the hermit on the hermit card, he holds a lantern, but that lantern is the light of source. But it's like to go without, you have to go within, just because that's in you, and I think that's what this card is saying at the moment is that not only will this truth come from source, but it will come through your it'll be your truth. I don't know how to explain it. Mm. Well, we'll get some clarity on it. I'm drawing a blank on that. So the seventh house, I balance. Oh, we've got oh, that gnome, the trickster. Take risks, creative chaos, breaking patterns. See, there's another advice to break old patterns, let old things go. Little chaos, but a new perspective. Is this the one I always think of? There's some kind of trickster energy here. I don't want to say deception. Oh, okay, that's what it is. So we have a lot of heavy energy that we're going to be dealing with, especially with Uranus and Taurus, like I was saying. There are huge changes on the horizon, and we are going to be scared and overworked. We're going to fall probably into, stagnation and depression. We're not going to know what to do. What are we supposed to balance? We're supposed to balance this like creative playfulness. Not playfulness as like ignoring life in order to just play. It's like you don't get so stagnant in the fear, you know? Like I think that the more we're afraid, the more we're going to feed into manifesting what we're afraid of. But I think this is saying we got to balance the hard work that we're going to have to do with some lightheartedness because that balances the soul. If you do too much of one or the other, you're out of whack. You know, you do too much of one, you're not fulfilled. You do too much of another, you're beaten down. So there's gonna have to be some balance here. And I know a lot of people, like I have Capricorn rising, so if I'm being told that I'm gonna have to work hard for something and somebody comes along and says, but have fun with it, I will punch them right in the throat. I swear to God. I hate that stuff. But I think what it's saying is have faith that the hard work is everything's going to be okay after that. Because, as I read these three cards, it's like, honestly, the truth is, take the risk, it's going to be okay. That's what I get. Honesty is swords and the trickster. Honestly, to tell you the truth, it's going to be okay. Now, if we're going to get bigger and we want to get political about this, honestly, to tell you the truth, someone's going to throw an M80 in the toilet and try to run. Okay? But this is on I balance. What am I balancing? We're balancing chaos with order. because like Taurus is the stable, fixed energy. So we're balancing on these two, like chaos with the little trickster card, but it's small chaos. It's not going to be, I mean, there are earth shattering chaos going on right now, but for the collective, what I'm saying, for those, you know what, maybe it's even calling us to be the trickster, to be the one that's flipping that table, to be the one pocket sanding people and running away, you know? Take risks, creative chaos. That also, I love that because it gives me like a very um I don't know, like okay, you remember those old 80s movies where two friends had to get to this dumb goal and then all their other friends kind of ran interference for them, like throwing off little um pranks and stuff to like derail the grown-ups and stuff like that, like doing other little kid tricky things in order to like clear the path for the other part of the group to go forward and get the goal. That's kind of what I feel with this energy. Creative chaos, but small chaos. Like don't blow don't blow up the house, you know. Um I don't know. Let's see. If we're let me switch to like personal. So like if this is romance and you want to shake things up. I'm not saying that. No, no, whichever guy that is needs to go in the corner for a minute. Boy, that was nasty. I can't say that. I have it set for not for kids, but I still can't say that. Use your imagination. Malia, if you're listening, earmuffs for 2 seconds. No, I'm not going to say it. It was nasty, sexy stuff. Just use your imagination. I think that's the point. Use your imagination, but pull it back a little bit. Just pull it back. All right, pull it back a little bit. All right, we're gonna get off of this one. Ooh. Balance. That's what we're saying. Balance. With with this strenuousness is going to have to be balanced with playfulness. Ooh, I wish I could edit because I don't think that should be in there. So, what you should reconsider? Okay, maybe there was a plan in place for something, okay? And things are shifting. I'm not going to say things are, going to disaster because there's good in change. Um, what should we reconsider? And this is Fairies of the Future. Okay. Um, ooh, it says hesitate and get dragged. Now, choose a path and go now. All right. Is co-creating the future with the divine. This is a wonderful card. This is going for, I don't think I can show it because there's fairy boobies on it and I might, algorithms and censorship and whatever, but real quick there. Um, so fairies of the future, they are just, yeah, they're facing to the right, looking towards the future. This little guy is pointing, that's the way we're going. This one in the middle here, she looks like she is expecting, so expectant future. What should you reconsider? Oh, okay. So you know how I'm saying that this portal is giving us a opportunity to take an exit or take a side street so we can get back to the exit that gets us back on our path, right? Um, with Taurus energy being very fixed energy, like I was saying, they're hesitant, they're cautious, they're nervous. But this is saying go. So it's like this little guy set off the firework, and look at he's covering his ears, waiting for it to go. And this is like, bam, go now, go towards the future. So yeah, reconsider not going now. Some of you, some of us in this fixed energy. Like I said, being very cautious. We can't go. I can't because things are hard and I got to hang on to what's making us stable for now. And this is saying, no. Go now. Reconsider that. Reconsider the stagnancy. Helpful energies, fairies. Please clarify and elaborate the helpful energies during the portal. Please. All right. Luskana. No, the Laum. Okay. Oh, see, now this one is totally different. This is the teeter totter of the energies here. Excuse me. It says back off, relax, let the energy flow. Charity, generosity. Oh yeah, see, balanced home, balanced karma. My eyes are terrible, so I'm sorry. Clear exchange of giving and receiving. Oh, that's helpful energies. So, in this chaos and in this fight for stability, we have to remember generosity, not only with ourselves, but with others. Um, so, yeah, this is all about balancing. And that makes sense because 1111 is a mirrored energy equal to itself and the other component of itself, okay? It said a match of energy from the divine. So what we put in, the divine will put in. And that's kind of what's happening here. It's like go, 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 make that change. And then it's like whoa, 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 slow down, take it easy. That's the balance. We have to balance the ambition with the stability. And we can do it. We really can. Um, you can protect what you've already grown while planting seeds for the future. That's that go for it energy. You plant seeds for the future. So you're going to have to, like with my analogy about getting back to the freeway. You're going to have to you know what streets you have to take. There's no reason that you can't take some of your stuff with you. That's what I'm trying to say. So take your stability with you. Don't forget your time. Oh my God, I almost dated myself right there. Don't forget your debit card. Don't forget your phone. Don't forget your glasses. Don't forget your school books. Don't forget your work tools. Take that stuff with you. That's the stability of continuing growing what you've already planted. But at least drive to the end of the block and make a left or make a right. Go towards the highway. That's the energy of go for it and make those changes. And you can still protect your stability while preparing to make the changes to change the future. Okay? And with the helpful energies here, I love this because it's a clear exchange, a clear exchange of giving and receiving. And if we're gonna go into romance about it, like I said, because of the twin flame numbers, let me switch gears. Oh boy. I'll wait till we get to incoming good news. For some reason, they really want me to switch gears about this. So I'm going to try to do both. Fairies, can you elaborate and clarify the incoming good news? Please, please, please. It's a good one. All right, Lady of the Harvest. Yeah, completion. Completion and release. Accept change and release. Accept change, release, and rest. Oh, see, incoming good news. So, like I said, it's gonna be okay. Taurus energy with that Uranus and Taurus right now, it is giving us just such nerves about this. But like I said, Taurus knows it needs that change. So it's like, all right, if I gotta, kind of energy. It's not fully hell no. It's not fully let me yeet myself. Like, the last reading, it's more of a cautious optimism. Okay, let me switch gears here. I urgently need to be honest with you about some truth, some clarity. There was disruption in my path to you that I took a risk on, but I got a new perspective on it, and I don't know how to feel about that. I'm trying to balance that. But please reconsider, because in the future, which we could start right now, is a clear exchange of feelings and emotion. But trust that the energy is going to flow that way for us to reunite, come that way, get to the same exit, maybe. And there will be a happy completion here. Part of that felt like I was channeling from the masculine side, which is fine. We all have both in us. Accept change and receive and rest. So, yeah. I feel like if this is something, how do we be honest with ourselves about the truth? We got sidetracked. Yeah, that makes sense too. I'm going with that more. I wasn't tapping into that romantic side that well. Yeah, we are being urgently honest with ourselves that we got derailed. We got sidetracked by a little bit of chaos. But it taught us something. It taught us how to function in it, how to see it, how to avoid it, how to work with it, how to harness it. That was the balance we got out of this. And yeah, we got sidetracked, but we learned those lessons from it. Now we can bring that with us. Let's go to the Gilded. Let's check the bottom. Oh, maybe I was channeling from the masculine. There he is. Himself. This is the divine masculine. Damn it. I hate these. Oh well. Oh my. The fawn. And Epona's wild daughters. Okay. Oh, this got this got very loving very quickly. So, like I was channeling before, where the masculine was saying, I have to be honest. The truth is, I was sidetracked, but I'm looking to the future and I'm looking forward. And here he is. And his chakras are all lit up, so he is an evolved. Oh, I gotta this glare. Let me try to turn this down. I hope it doesn't get too dark. Get some of that glare off? No, that makes it worse. Okay. Excuse me. So, the image I always got with himself standing like this. See how, to me, like his arms are outstretched. You can't see his arms. So it's like he's holding his arms out protectively. Like nothing is going to get to you. Now that I'm here, nothing is going to get to you. And the fawn, I always had trouble reading the fawn because it was like reconnect with nature and stuff like that. But this actually says the more the more we are true to our own nature, shoot, the more we can like tune into our own magic of the natural world. That comes out together a lot. And then we have Epona's wild daughter. She's one of the sphinxes. Inner shadow, fear, self-doubt. Oh, that's why. Fear, self-doubt. Something with the past. Deal with the past. Deal with the past. Okay. Deal with the past. Because the masculine is here. Now we're going to go to the Gilded. And we're going to get some clarity. What is this honesty that we need to analyze? Please elaborate and clarify. When I was shuffling in the pre-shuffle earlier and I got to this deck, it was extremely resistant. Like, it did not want to bend. So this energy that I feel we're going to get some clarity on is the aspects that will, like, they won't give. There was no give in these cards when I was shuffling. My hands started hurting. So I feel like there's some very tense energy. Where is Saturn right now? I don't remember where Saturn is. Oh, shoot. But yeah, this is very restrictive in the pre-shuffle. So let's see what are we analyzing here? Please clarify and elaborate on honesty. Shoot, that's way too many. And sloppy. Sorry, we'll do that again. That felt very, What? Please clarify and elaborate on honesty. Okay, the magician. Oh, and death. Oh, I gotta take them both, I guess. Yeah, we gotta be honest about the fact that we need to manifest an ending to some things. You know, these are two major arcana that makes me feel like I was saying, during the reading, whether it has your blessing or not, or the blessing of anyone around you, the change is inevitable. So go with it. Go with the flow. That's what the Lam was saying. Go with the flow. Relax. But I mean, ride the wave, but use that momentum. Use that energy. Use the fact that the way is going to be clear, because the magician has everything he needs to manifest this change. And the change is going to be putting an end to some stuff. That's the honesty. I'm manifesting an ending. Somebody's saying, I'm manifesting. I need to be honest with you. I looked into it. Analyzing is the 6th house, Virgo, Hermit energy. The Hermit goes within to gain a larger perspective, whereas the Hangman goes within to gain inner perspective. So this is gaining a larger perspective of like the environment. Socially, financially, this feels personal, like somebody surveying their environment. Okay, that's what the 6th house feels like. So then honesty, saying I am manifesting a transformation. I'm manifesting an ending. Let's do the Ace of Swords here on deeper factors. Please clarify and elaborate. Whoa, the Hermit. Look at that, Virgo energy. So there's definitely Virgo energy involved here. This is heavy. Like I said, going within to gain a larger perspective. Deep factors, yeah, this is going to take this is going to take a complete flipping of some people's values here. Not just values, but like what they deem important. I heard I have to come back to myself. Can you elaborate on that? The truth, I hear the truth is I had to see it from far away. So, and that brought me the visual of, like I was saying, how we got off path from the freeway. It's like I had to see it from far away. And that's, clarify that, please. To see the whole path, okay, so the perspective was to be removed so that looking that way you can see the whole road from above, you know? It's like elevating so that you can see over the obstacles. And then you can plot your course. That's what I feel like. That's how this energy is explaining it. I had to go in I had to go away in order to see further. I hope that made sense. Like I said, sometimes I hear and sometimes they'll show me images, but very rarely do they match. So then I have to ask for clarification, and that's why a lot of times I stutter. Okay, please clarify this trickster, this M80 in the toilet. Creative chaos, breaking patterns. Please clarify and elaborate. What are we going to take a risk on? What is this setting here? I balance. What are we balancing here with this risk? Oh, okay, I heard balance, risk with reward. But if one is taking too much, okay. Nine of Swords, we are in our heads and beds about this. So sword energy, that's air element. Nine of Swords, I always hear there's no comfort in this bed. No comfort in this bed. Oh, that's interesting. So she's looking at an owl. She's seeing an owl. Wouldn't you know it? Not 2 or 3 nights ago, I was sitting by the window with the window open, just like she is, not able to sleep, just like she can't. And I saw the biggest, beautiful, most beautiful owl. And it was silent. And it didn't do the hoo 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 hoo. It was chirping. It was like chirp, 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 chirp. But quietly, right? Like you could barely hear it. And it was a kind of big. It was like, yeah, kind of big and fluffy. And then when it took off, its wingspan was, I swear to God, it must have been as long as my arms, like 5 foot wingspan. And it swooped down and up underneath a tree and was just gone. So beautiful. So it's weird that this owl shows up here. But what are the owls? Owls are night messengers, right? And the night is ruled by the moon, so it's our inner emotions. Our inner the whisperings to in the night to ourselves, like what our desires are, what our dreams are, what the messages that we receive during the day mean, stuff like that. Yeah, you gotta. Oof. Hang on, I gotta consider the images here. Um, she says she feels tricked. I feel tricked. I feel like their heart wasn't in it. I feel like so this could be a dream scene, you know, where she really is dreaming and she's talking. Because usually this card is like they can't sleep. But maybe this is a dream. Like a lot of us, we deal with things in our dreams that we can't deal with, you know, with anybody else while we're awake. So we go within, and it looks like she's actually talking to the owl about this masculine, you know, and being on top of the trickster here. I feel like she feels tricked, and she's telling the owl about it. I feel tricked. I feel like it wasn't true. But this is outside energy, so I feel like something maybe tricked him. And now they're both regretful. Well, I'm not going to read too far into that. I think this is also because there's so many in the collective, and I know that sometimes the messages come up disjointed, but I got to cover all the bases, you know? This feels like somebody in their head about taking the risk. That if we don't want to go so deep about it sometimes, that's what it is on the surface. It says take a risk and then anxiety on top of it. You gotta, and that's under the seventh house of eye balance. So yeah, that is relationships. So yeah, somebody knows that there has to be an upheaval in something, and they're very stressed about it. Let's go to here. What to reconsider? Not taking the risk. Please elaborate on fairies of the future. Clarify fairies of the future, please. Clarify fairies of the future. I'm sorry if that's loud. Like I said, this deck was very stiff earlier. Please clarify fairies of the future. Co-create the future. What do we got? Alright, we've got the Four of Swords, but it came out very firmly reversed. Even though I don't take reversals, I will read it that way. So this feels better. Four of Swords is usually spiritual, emotional, mental rest. Like, time out. I need to take a break. It can be medical rest too. A lot of times they'll read the swords as like going to the doctor because it's like scalpels or whatever. I'm not saying that's surgery. I mean it could be, but there's a resting period. But with this reverse, it's coming out. You're coming out of that rest period. So the way I look at here, the Four of Swords, it's the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak, but um, it's like they're it's the rest after heartbreak, right? And then you're resting on the Ace of Swords, which we have here under the Hermit as the Sword of Truth. So they're like going within because they need to find this truth. Since it came out reversed, the heartache is finally falling away. And the Sword of Truth is going to come down like that. Okay? And it's not just facing truth and stuff like that. It's actually getting clarity, getting answers, getting ideas, maybe getting some help. But it's all mental because of the swords being air. Air air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. It's the free flow of information. It's learning. It's integrating that information. Data and facts, they're non-biased. That's why they belong to the air signs. They're non-biased. What we do with that information, how we process it, how we share it, how we interpret it, that's biased. And it's personal for everybody. Everybody has their own way of interpreting things. But the information is not biased. Four of Swords, what energy is this? Is this Gemini energy? Thinking, a lot of thinking. Yeah, I'll give it to Gemini. Geminis think a lot, and they talk a lot about what they're thinking about. I feel like to look forward to in the future is everyone's going to come out of this slumber. This, I heard the word melees. I'm not quite sure what that means. I think it means like a zombie state. That's what I always pictured it as. And we're going to go over to helpful energies with the loan. Oh yeah, relax. Yeah, what I was saying before, like take the initiative, but have faith that it's it's gonna be good. Work hard, but don't kill yourself because there is matching energy from the divine. Please clarify the loan. Clarify and elaborate. Clear exchange of giving and receiving. That's like Six of Pentacles energy. Oh, hey, that's good. 10 of Cups. That's wonderful. Helpful energies, yeah. This is like emotional fulfillment. Or the Ten of Pentacles is tangible fulfillment. Like, house, car, kids, dog, everyone's happy. This is emotional fulfillment. But I do have to say something about this card. So, on the Ten of Cups is a beautiful house and a rainbow with all the emotional fulfillment. Bees that symbolize cooperation and smooth, smooth cooperation, community, the sweetness of life. That's what this is. But look very closely. There's a mother and a daughter and their cat. Where's the masculine? He's not here. So, so I'm hearing this two ways. I'm hearing with or without him, you're going to be fine. With or without him, you'll be fine. I don't know who sings that song. There's an old 80s hair metal song called Love Is On The Way. I want to say it was Warrant or Skid Row or something like that. Love Is On The Way, that's what I'm hearing. And, he is here. He is here. He's still making his way, I feel like. Because, he showed up on the bottom at the end of dealing the fairy cards. So I feel like he's there, but he's still making his way. No, that's really Knight of Pentacles energy, and I hate that. I think that that Taurus energy of the stable home and everything, I think it's going to be okay. We've got the Ten of Cups here. Yeah. That cat is happy as hell. It's going to be all right. Let's go to the incoming good news about Lady of the Harvest. Completion, release, rest. What do we have? Oh, the Queen of Swords. That's nice. Okay. That came out really like bitchy sounding. That wasn't my intention. It really is a nice card. I love the Queen of Swords. That's Libra energy. Technically, it's Aquarius energy, but the way I distribute the signs in the cards. But It's so ingrained that it's Libra energy. I just say it. But it's balance again. So we've got, okay, I'll read the signs here. We've got deep Virgo energy, Scorpio here with death, Aries with the Magician, Libra with the Queen of Swords. Nine of Swords is also Libra. We worry ourselves to death sometimes. Four of Swords I think I gave to Gemini. Himself I think is Leo, but like I said, I don't really assign zodiac signs for the fairies. Alright, so Aries, Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, and a little bit of Gemini. With Queen of Swords, I always hear state your business. Let me think. Let me listen, please. I heard it might be good news, but I gotta be smart about this, too. Yeah, this isn't the Queen of Cups that's gonna be swept off by sweet nothings. This is the Queen of Swords. Let me get the picture here. Yeah, there's a kind of a protective energy here, like the Queen of Swords in the middle with her sword up. It's like she's protecting these things behind her, and what's behind her, well, to the right is the future, but it's like she's turned towards something protecting this future, and it is this person that's in their head, and the idea of the Ten of Cups in the future, this beautiful happy home. But she's facing this hermit. This hermit that's coming out of this heartbreak. And it's like he's coming slowly too. Like he's an old man by now. So it's like this hermit is coming towards the queen, but slowly, you know? And she's defensive about it. I mean, but she's gracious about it too. It's like, what do you want? I mean, I'll hear you out, but I'm going to be tough in my decision. What do you want? It feels like that's that masculine. So we're going to move on to Oda-Mae. Oh wait, what's on the bottom here? We've got the Eight of Cups, which is moving on from something that was not fulfilling at all. We've got Justice, more Libra energy. That's karma, but it's also balance. And the Five of Pentacles. So usually the Five of Pentacles is read negatively out in the cold, right? So, okay, I can read this way. With this Queen of Swords, she's gonna be like, then you walked away from it all for nothing. Because, there's gonna be justice in this situation, and it's not gonna be, somebody's gonna be left out of the cold, out in the cold. Okay, that's one way we can, because in the preservation of this might be a mistake though. You know, it's like, now, air signs can be very quick to react, and in that quickness to react, she could cut something off that she doesn't intend to. But it's in preservation of this Ten of Cups, and healing from this anxiety. Okay? There we go. So on the bottom here, it's like, yeah, at some point, or hang on a second, they're all talking at once. One at a time. For some in the collective, she's going to turn this masculine away. Okay? And that's going to be the justice or the karma of what brought. I don't know. Well, I've got no backstory here, so I have no idea where this person is coming from. So either this person walking away is going to bring a balance, bring karma to the situation, but people are going to be out in the cold. But there's also another way to look at it, and it's him just saying what happened. It's like him saying, I walked away. Karma's got hands. And it was hardship after that. What I was hang on. So the other day when I was thinking about this card, we always interpreted negatively, and one of the reasons I did was because it's one of the few cards in the Rider-Waite deck that's black in the background. All the other cards are blue or tan or yellow, stuff like that. But there's like 5 cards where the backgrounds are black. And so I read those negatively, naturally. But if we read it another way, with the Rider-Waite especially, they're outside a church and the lights are on. That means there's help available, and they're like walking in front. Some people think that it's them refusing that help, like they're walking past the church, but I feel like it's them walking towards the door so they can go in and get that help. Underneath that, we've got temperance. Yeah, that's that healing. That's that healing energy. That's I walked away. Karma's got hands, and I was out in the cold. All right. So let's see, Oda-Mae. We're gonna start with, up top. We got the Magician and Death. On honesty. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm moving things around to make this change. That's too many. But we've got the Hierophant and the Ace of Swords again. So, but they pop together. So now I just want one. Please clarify and elaborate. Okay, 3 of Cups. So the first thing I heard was player energy. I'm ending the playing ways. I also heard I'm not playing around anymore. Well, that would be reversed. Why is it upright with this 3? I have to think about that. Please clarify and elaborate the Hermit on the Ace of Swords. Clarify and elaborate the Hermit on the Ace of Swords. What is this truth that he's coming to? Hermit on the Ace of Swords. A higher perspective. Truth, the world, or the Wheel of Fortune. Her time keeps on ticking, ticking, ticking. It's upright, so that's good. But again, with the 4 fixed signs, this is fixed energy. Oh, I heard I heard 2 things at once. I heard it's going to take me time, and I heard it took me a long time. So that those might be 2 people that are in different parts of the journey. It's going to take me a long time, and I also heard it took me forever to get here. Can we do the 9 of Swords on the trickster? Yeah, I heard I'm worried about taking this risk. So please elaborate 9 of Swords on the trickster. I'm worried about taking this risk. Uh, I gotta take them both. I feel like I have to take them both. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, just like I felt over here, and the King of Wands. King of Wands is like Sagittarius energy. Knight of Pentacles. King of Wands. Oh, okay. I heard like it's taken me a long time, but I'm ready. There's a little lizard on here. Oh, okay. Yeah, the salamanders. There's an owl. I just feel like there's this energy that's just not meandering, because, well, maybe meandering. There's another reader named Steve, and his channel is called Steve's Love Tarot, and I remember him saying that the Knight of Pentacles is not the knight that you want to give the bill money to, because if the water bill's due, or if the light bill is due on the 12th, he's going to get there on the 13th and be sitting in the dark. So he is slow. Because Pentacles are the slowest energy. Remember what I was saying in the last reading? Pentacles is the only energy in the tarot that's a tangible thing. Like you can hold it. It's here in the 3D. It's here. But Wands, passion, Cups, emotion, Swords, thought, that's all ephemeral. You can't touch that. So that's already that's in the 5D and then never comes down. But the Pentacles takes time because you're actually pulling energy from 2 dimensions up into the 3D. That's what the Magician does. That's manifesting energy. But this takes forever. And then it's like, he gets here and it's like, hi, finally I'm here. Let's do this. And she's like, excuse me? No. Hold your brake. What? Pump your brakes? State your business. They're also telling me another way to interpret this is, since it's on the position of balance. This is Libra energy. This is relationships again. That's why I'm. Yeah, I feel like part of this energy is somebody coming in real slow. And the feminine, because it's the Queen of Swords here, the feminine just not having the patience for this. But also the balance of taking it slow but being passionate for it. I think that's another energy that was coming through was like, go for it, but relax, you know? So this is like, take it slow, go for it, but relax again. You know, with the King of Wands, he's very, this is Sagittarius, but fire energy. This is active and ambitious. And this Knight of Pentacles is like, kind of just schlubbing his way along. But it's because he's carrying this tangible thing, so he knows that he has to be careful along the way. Have faith that even though this might take a while, because how long did I say Uranus was going to be in Taurus? Until May of 2026. That's a lot of time to prepare. Because once it gets into Aries, it's like, I feel like all hell's going to break loose. So we want to be prepared. We want to be stable. We want to be comfortable. We want, and that's what I feel like this is. And when it was saying before to let it go, but with joy, This is like, put the work and the effort in, but do it joyfully, because it's going to be okay. Okay? Let's see. What should we reconsider? Not going towards the future. Coming out of this rest. Please clarify the Four of Swords reversed. No. Hierophant jumped again. I'm not taking it because it came out with the Chariot. I'm not taking... Am I taking it? Alright, that's going to be hard, but let me think about this. They want me to take it. So that I had to take it because the Hierophant jumped again. This is Taurus energy. Knight of Pentacles, Taurus energy. Uranus is in Taurus. But with the Hierophant, this is the Taurus of tradition. The card represents the Pope, and the Pope defends, interprets, and teaches divine law. So, also with it being a major arcana, this is higher energy. This, to me, Taurus, the Hierophant card, always represents the twin contract, or a deep soulmate contract. This is like very, not severe, but kind of restrictive energy. It's like, this is the contract and it has to be fulfilled. Chariot, they give Cancer energy, so this could be something in the charts. Taurus energy, Libra, Cancer, Scorpio. Almost everybody's here. I feel like this is still resting. The thing with the Chariot is everybody says it's movement, but the Sphinxes are laying down. They're not ready to go. This is the potential for movement. This is cars packed, motors running, warming up. Check the tire pressure. We're ready to go. I'm ready. Someone's ready to come out of this repose. Why did they give me that? This rest period. They're coming out of the rest period, getting ready to fulfill their contract. That's what it was referring to when we have to come back onto the divine path. Our divine path is our contract. And we can get the description of that contract in our charts. That's what we contracted for ourselves. This, to me, though, the Hierophant, is soul contracts with others. So somebody is coming out of this long, I heard hibernation 3 times. So I'm going to say they're coming out of this hibernation of self. ready to go and fulfill that deep contract. We've got the Ten of Cups on helpful energies. Please elaborate. The energy of the Ten of Cups. Wait, oh, that's too many. Taking these two also? Oh, sure. Let's take these two. We've got the Six of Wands and the Ten of Cups on the Ten of Cups. Do you see what's happening here? The helpful energies is that the fulfillment, you could taste it. Look at that. You can taste it. It's there. You know it's there. When a lot of when people talk about manifesting and they say you have to believe, you have to feel it, and you're like, how the hell? I found out like half the people in the world can't even process visualizing things. Like, I asked somebody once who's like, I don't see pictures in my head. And I'm like, well, how do you visualize driving somewhere if you can't visually, like, in your mind's eye, see the streets that you need to take, see your path? And they were like, I remember the street names of where I need to go, and when I get to that street, I make my turn. There are people who can't visualize. But this feels like to manifest, you need to feel it deeply, and every fiber of your being needs to function in the fact that it's already here. That is so difficult. That's why manifesting takes so much energy. It's because we've got to take that thought, that feeling, like we have to form this on so many different levels. We have to feel it with our emotions. We have to feel it in our thoughts. We have to feel ourselves in the situation. We've got to live in it already in order to manifest it. That's why barely anything gets done, because it's so difficult. But this helpful energies feels like it's already here. And some of us are just so afraid of taking that step. It's gonna be okay. I swear. But do it smartly. Don't just jump. Okay? Make a plan. Be the Queen of Swords. Do your research. Set the plan. Have contingencies in case some of the plan doesn't work, then you got to work around, or you've got something to do in the meantime. Do it smartly. But also don't stress, like with this Nine of Swords over here, don't stress too much, because that gets in the mix. Temperance is alchemy. Where was Temperance? Temperance here? Temperance is alchemy. The mixing of the cups, the mixing of everything that the magician needs to manifest. That's what Temperance is doing. But if we put our fears in it and our anxieties, and you can't do that, we put the negativity in the cup, then that's in the formula. And it's not going to work as good as if we just can put the positive in it. Now, that's not saying ignore the negative. Like with the Queen of Swords, just be smart about it. Okay? Because look, you can taste it. It's right there. Look at it. Ten of Cups, victory, Ten of Cups. Okay? No more fear. Last one we've got here. I hope this resonated. I hope it was useful. That's what I need. I need my song. I always want it to be useful. I hope it made sense. And if it did, and you'd like to leave me a tip, my Venmo, my CashApp, and PayPal are all Arcadia46. And I will be grateful for anything that landed there. Appreciate you. Please elaborate and clarify the Queen of Swords on incoming good news. We need it. Please clarify and elaborate. Ooh. The High Priest. Are you serious? Give me another one. Clarify that High Priestess. No, ma'am. Come on. That's why. Alright. No, give me one more. That's harsh. Give me one more. The Nine of Cups. Oh my goodness. Okay, what's on the bottom here? The Hermit. Look at that. King of Swords and Two of Wands. And under that, the Magician. This is all either... Okay. Let me... Hang on. Now, I'm all worked up and they're talking too loud. Hold on. Let me switch my music. We're getting a lot of repeating. And I've got two feelings about that. I feel like the divine is just totally overstating itself, right? Like it's yelling at us with all these repeating cards. But I feel like there's mirroring here, and it's what it reminded me of is what I said earlier, is what we invest, the divine will invest in us. Or what we invest in ourselves, we invest in the divine. So this is the 11:11 stuff. This is the mirroring. Not only is it like with us and the divine, but it's the masculine and the feminine. They're mirroring each other. Except at the end, because so what I got here on top of the Queen of Swords was the High Priestess, which I was not having because it's like, because I asked, clarify the Queen of Swords, and the High Priestess is like, no, I don't need to clarify. Because the High Priestess is just, I know what I know, and I don't have to explain how I know what I know. I just know. Lately, I've been getting make moves, not announcements. Because she's good. Nine of Pentacles. This is the Empress in training. Okay? This is, I'm good. So, somebody, if this is someone, like I said, with this Eight of Cups wandering off into the distance and the masculine here on the outside and the Hermit considering coming back, the Hierophant with the divine contract, I feel like she's saying, like I was saying before, with or without him, it's going to be okay. So I think this is telling people in general, male, female, masculine, feminine, whatever, get yourselves stable so that even if you're anxious about the future, with or without someone else in it, you're going to be okay. All right? And that's why right at the end here with the Queen of Swords protecting the future, the High Priestess making moves, not announcements, the Nine of Pentacles, she's good on her own because she's going to have Nine of Cups anyways. You know, you're going to be okay. And I know I'm saying she and he, and he's being slow and she's, you know, defensive about it. But I need you to understand gender ain't shit in tarot, okay? There's no boobs and wieners in the energy of of masculine and feminine. We all have both within us. And it's the soul's job to balance those two sides. Now, it doesn't matter how long that takes. It could take many, many lifetimes. There's some people who are just they're oh, I'm sorry. Their job at the moment in their journey is to be one or the other, you know? Like some people are like, okay, well, in this life I'm gonna just be totally masculine, or in this life I'm gonna be totally feminine. But maybe that masculine is a female in a female body, or maybe that I want to be totally feminine spirit comes into a masculine body. It's all, no matter what the energy is here, if I say he or she, whatever the energy is, the feminine energy of you is going to be fine. Okay? Underneath, did we do the underneath? We've got the Hermit again, King of Swords, and Two of Wands. Okay, so if this is romantic, I feel like this masculine, if you don't move your ass, I swear to God, this is not going to be in your future. Because, I mean, look at it. She's gonna be fine with or without you. And if you think that, oh, the longer I wait, the more fine she'll be, you got another thing coming, honey. Because the women, or this feminine energy, she's going to be very protective over what she's got. So I feel like, look, if you want a good future with her, build it with her. But if you're like, well, I'm still hemming and hawing about coming in, and she's got to build that for herself, you might not be welcome. Because you might be disturbing her peace. No one wants their peace disturbed right now. But if you just put a fire under your ass a little bit, this Knight of Pentacles and Hermit energy, you can build it with her. Do it together. Otherwise, in this freaking Ten of Cups, you're not going to be in it. Well, they came out harsh at the end. Ladies, this could be switched too. If you're the masculine energy and you're dragging your feet on trying to become this Nine of Pentacles, when Uranus enters Aries and all hell breaks loose, might not be so secure after that. So everybody, get on your shit. All right? Make moves, not announcements. Be good to each other because there's stuff happening in Libra. So self-care first, and then be kind to others after that. Take care of yourself, because if the well runs dry, ain't nobody drinking. All right? And everybody's thirsty. So that's what I have. That's the 11/11 portal reading for 2023. I will be back in a few days, everybody. Take care. Bye.